As I mentioned, I have been working in the homelessness field at this point for almost 10 years. And when actually even 3 years ago, when you would look at the data of how many students in the New York public school system had found themselves to be housing insecure, homeless, either they were in shelter or they were in doubled up situations or couch surfing, the number was 1 out of 10. And that number was horrifying, so extremely high. And I would think about that a lot. Actually, at that point, I would think about, okay, go to the New York City public school. So that means, they have like 2 or 3 kids in their classroom, right, that have been going through this. And we know that in some schools, that's a much higher percentage. And then the data just came out last week or the week before with the new numbers, and the number is 1 out of 8. So it got worse. It got a lot worse. And that is just, sometimes that's really challenging, right? When you say to yourself, oh my God, like, what have I been doing? And I was talking to my husband about that because truly I was so depressed. I just could not believe it. Like, wow, it not only got bad, it got like so much worse, really. What we have to come to, and I think, people that are working in the not-for-profits, doing all this work and all that heavy lifting is, yes, that did get worse, and it's really heartbreaking. But if we hadn't been doing what we were doing, so on my end, like funding some of these programs, maybe that number would have been like 1 out of 6. So there are people's lives that you are touching and you really are helping, but the funnel just keeps getting bigger and bigger on the top. So it makes it very, very challenging sometimes. And you have to kind of pull yourself together and say, what I'm doing matters, and I'm just going to keep on going.